Real Loud Reviews.
Sausage Party.
Sausage Party. We didn't have our dicks out in the movie, I promise. Alright, so we've just seen Sausage Party.
Yep, we have.
Fuck you, Bird! Shut your fucking gob!
We could do this video with no pants on, no one could tell. As long as we just don't mention it.
As long as we had like a square over it.
Yeah, no one can't see. We would just say, like, yeah, we would know, and only we would know we had our sausages out for the sausage party review. No one else would know.
Sausage Party is going on behind this desk.
Maybe we could just not wear pants for all the videos.
That's genius, man. Genius.
Yeah, that's
Don't
it.
shut the bird up. You're scared now. You don't say a word this big, have you? Alright, so we just saw Sausage Party. And it was pretty much what I thought it was going to be. I wasn't expecting much at all. I was expecting an animated thing with lots of crude humour, sex jokes, pot jokes, smoking weed, which is what we got. I wasn't expecting it to be like a good movie. I just thought it'd be good for a bit of a giggle, which is what I got out of it, you know?
Yeah, yes. I feel wrong sometimes to be too harsh on some comedies, but you know, as long as you get a couple laughs. But I honestly felt I didn't get as many laughs as I wanted to or thought I should. I hadn't seen the trailers. I did go in pretty fresh. I liked the concept, the idea. It's the idea we've seen lots, like in Wreck-It Ralph, that no one can see the video game characters, that they're alive and have a life when people aren't around, and it's same in Toy Story, and
Yep.
I like that. I love those films.
The secret life that you don't see.
Yeah.
The characters.
I thought this was one of the weakest animated films I'd seen, though. But this was not, and I thought this would actually be funnier than some of the others because it's those guys. I really like everyone sort of really attached to this, especially Seth Rogen. He's made me laugh at so many films, and his friends there like James Franco and Jonah Hill are in it for a bit. They're lend their voices to it. They're those other films that they've done like Knocked Up and Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
All the films have funny people.
So,
I love those movies. So I'm not hating on them, but this did not feel half as funny as, even 10% as funny as all the other stuff that they've done when it's good. So,
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, from the trailers, I just knew it was going to be, you know, a kids movie where they're swearing a lot, you know,
yeah.
sex jokes, you know, food
Yeah,
having
there
sex.
were more.
I knew it was going to be
there was
all
more
that.
sex jokes in all the other films are just named that are funny, and I don't got
Yeah.
nothing against crude humour. I think the funniest film we've seen in the last year is probably that Grimsby. I loved that.
That was great, yeah.
That was crude. He's always
He always comes through,
Yeah.
though, Allergy.
So-
Allergy's awesome.
So I love what he does, but this is just I haven't seen Seth Rogen's much of his stuff of late. I
It's
I
been
loved
a
Bad
week.
Neighbours or Neighbours as it was.
Neighbours
just
was
called.
pretty good,
I
yeah.
thought that was really funny.
We didn't see the second
I
one.
didn't see the sequel. I
Yeah.
had no interest really in seeing the sequel. The trailer didn't sort of grab me. Just looked like the same thing again. But I liked the first one. I thought he was very funny on the YouTube stuff I've seen him on. Like he's just funny in real life.
Yeah, no,
But,
you're talking about the Screen Junkies video.
Yeah, that was funny. He was hilarious on that. But yeah, the movie was. Yeah. If I was a teenager, maybe I would have liked it. But I was even thinking about
It is very crude, and I can take that. Like, he always says it. You like that shit? Which it's true, I do. I like making dirty jokes.
Look good or bad, never grow up. So, but
I don't care. I want to see a sausage fuck a bun. It's funny. You know, and that's what the movie is. If you go in with a higher expectation than that, you're going to be disappointed.
No, but I just thought the idea was funnier than the execution.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
It was a bit. I'll give you that. It was. It was. Really.
It was a bit one note.
When you get to the actual movie and it's going on and on and on and on and trying to tell a story and it's a lot of innuendos most of the time, and then you finally get the payoff joke.
And I found
You know what I mean? Like they'll make the joke like for the whole movie about the sausage wanting to fuck the bun, and then spoilers. But the sausage fucks the bun at the end of the movie.
The thing that I didn't like about it as much is just like even some of those other films, like I know you haven't seen Big Hero 6, but any of the other ones, like even your Toy Story, the third one, even the third one.
Oh yeah, but that's
There's
a
so many
masterpiece.
layers.
Yeah.
And this was like, this is.
But
for
this
a lot-
isn't done to be a layered movie. It's
It's
literally
just too much on the surface.
Yeah.
Even the whole thing that the beyond is heaven, and that was just like it didn't even feel deep. Any of it. It's like it just felt like
That's what I'm saying.
it just felt like they've taken the blueprint from these other films and just like add sausage and sex jokes.
Yeah, but that's what I saw it as.
Yeah.
I never saw it as
Yeah.
more, and I never expected more from the
Yeah.
trailers. You know, if you aren't expecting more, you ain't not gonna like it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, Toy Story 3.
I wanted to like it more than a Kung Fu Panda. You know, I didn't bother with the third one yet, but I did like the first two. I found them very
I've
interesting.
only seen the first Kung Fu.
So I mean, like, and I'm sure if I watch the third one, I'm probably going to get more laughs out of it than what I did with this. And with the talent behind it, it's just not what I expected. I suppose I did
you're
expect a lot more laughs.
You're right. The cast is really good. They're very funny.
Yeah.
Very very funny people. You know, but
Maybe.
I think they're doing a bit of too much of that stuff. Like you said, Seth Rogen's really funny. Like in real life.
The last thing he really did was, he's
World's
not
End.
Marlon Brando or anything.
Nah.
So he's not. But
He's
with
in
the
his-
range that he does,
yeah.
normally he does stretch into. He's not as lazy as Like I hope he never becomes something like and that group don't become like Adam Sandler and his friends. That would be tragic. But he's really good in that. Yeah, when they played themselves. This is the
end.
Yeah, that was great.
That was so
that
good.
was really good.
Yeah, that was great.
And
That was
yeah.
good. Yeah.
And that had stuff
Yeah.
in to do with religion and the themes and that as well. I thought that was all just done better too.
It was
It made me
so-
laugh a lot.
There
more.
was a lot of
A lot
good
of the same
jokes in
people.
that,
That's
yeah.
what made me think of it. That's all.
But that is for me like a real movie.
Yeah.
Like this didn't feel like anything really.
Yeah.
It felt like a gimmick. This felt like a gimmick
Yeah.
to me.
But it's just stretched too long. Maybe
Yeah.
it was just a short film would have
Yeah.
worked. But
Yeah.
on the front of one of the other movies. But yeah, as a whole movie, it was not enough for me.
I will take this chance to mention too that the whole idea of food talking, you've probably seen it on YouTube, The Annoying Orange and that. I've been following that guy Danebo, who's the guy behind The Annoying Orange. I've been following him since he had Gag Films, which was his first like startup name of like what he called the jokes and that.
Yeah.
And yeah, he had one called Marshmallow Murder, which you could look up, which had marshmallows being killed and roasted. I that's always been one of my favourite videos,
Yeah.
you know. It didn't have any of the swearing, but, you know, they're all happy and then they're being roasted and skinned alive and impaled and, you know, and it definitely wasn't the marshmallow that's in the Annoying Orange show, which is all friendly and shit, but I always liked that. I thought that was very clever and very funny. And I actually thought The Annoying Orange was very funny and very clever, as annoying as it is.
I found it very annoying. But you know what? I found it funnier than this film. So that's saying something. Yeah. So, yeah.
What would you give it?
look, I'd just give it just a pass, you know, just a 5.
Yeah.
Same, you know.
Same.
That's it.
Excellent. I'm surprised you gave it a 5. I thought you were
Yeah.
going to give it another 2.
Look,
No, I'd give it just a pass too.
yeah,
It's just
look,
a gimmick.
I'm a lot more lenient on comedies than I am with other films. Yeah, like so Suicide Squad I gave 2.
Don't mention that word!
Look.
Don't mention that fucking word!
Look, you killed Batman.
I don't care. He wasn't even in the movie. He was only in it for 3 fucking
But I probably did like that more than this, but this was just supposed to make me laugh. So like you said, don't expect as much from it. And well, yeah, it did make me laugh sometimes. You know, the animation wasn't bad. It wasn't brilliant, but it was okay. Yeah. Okay.
Should we now film the other version of the video of this review where we like it and say how great it is?
Like
all those Suicide
Yeah,
Squad
we can see
people
what's
do.
more popular and just promote that one.
Yeah, we'd say, oh, really like this
Yeah.
movie and
Yeah.
like the sausage is such a great character. And all those, we could be sellout cunts, like
Yeah.
all those
Yeah.
all those other fucking reviewers.
So
that
really,
like that
really didn't
Suicide
like
Squad.
much the movie, but we'll give it a pass. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of what we're
the
doing.
movie, shit, but C plus.
No, well, look, I wouldn't recommend it. I can't think of anyone who'd really recommend it to him. Like I said, if I was a teenager, I thought maybe it would be funny. But then I was even thinking back to when I was a teenager. I liked to go in to watch Reservoir Dogs and
Last
Pulp
year.
Fiction. I wouldn't have even wanted to see this then. You know, I remember Bill and Ted's and all that when I was young. And they're all funny, but this is not. Yeah.
It's true, Bill and Ted's funny.
This is okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. It is just crude. It is just a gimmick. There's nothing more to it.
Yeah.
If you're going to see the movie, don't go in there expecting such a great story.
Yeah.
Just expect to hear the word fuck a lot.
Yeah.
And then seafood fucking and getting high. That's the movie.
I didn't say cock, really.
They didn't say coconut. They said cunt.
Yeah, they did say cunt.
He said you're a cunt or something to that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
and then they end up fucking in the end. Because
Yeah. And Jonah Hill's had the film pretty quick, I thought. I mean, he just had to be, like, we're friends, we came up together. I think Jonah Hill's career's maybe going this way.
it started at Wolf of Wall Street, I think.
Yeah. But, yeah. I do hate them both together, yeah.
No, I do like them.
Yeah.
Yep, so that's it.
Yeah.
You know, we don't. There's not much
film?
more to say about it. The
Yeah.
animation was decent. The
Yeah.
story's pretty shit house.
Yeah.
There's a lot of swearing in it and crude jokes.